What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Y'all are watching HTX Anglers Tackle Talk. Today we're going to be talking about something I just pulled out from Academy. It's not something that I always buy because it depends on the weather, depends on the type of water, and it depends on the type of day that you're fishing in. Now let's check out what's inside the tackle box. Alright, today I'm taking out these 4 rooster tails. Let me see if I can get these on camera real quick. Boom. No? Alright. Anyway. So the first one is the men's spin. This one looks really cool to me. It shows like a miniature minnow on it. And it has the coin spinner. It also resembles kind of like the nitro spin right there. Let's see if it shows it right there. So it's partially like a grub, rooster tail, and the nitro spin. Next one. This one is probably one of my favorites of the ones that I chose. It's called the Black Fury from the Meps. To me, it resembles like a little bee or like a little bumblebee going in the water because it failed or died or anything like that. But anyway, it has the black spinner on it, yellow dots on it. It has a red dot in the middle. It also resembles the nitro spin. Honestly, guys, I got this one because I lost the original nitro spin, which kind of sucked because I literally catched a bunch of little fish with that. But I only use it for that one video, and that's the only time I ever used it for, and I lost it. But this one is its replacement, 2.0, nitro spin 2.0. What I like about it is the colors on it. You got red, you got yellow, black, so it's like kind of like a little bee. You got the yellow and black flare in the bottom, and then you got a little red string in the bottom of it. Black Fury, guys, awesome. Can't wait to fish with it. The next one is similar as the men's spin. This one, it's also called the men's spin, but it's a bigger. It's a 5/16 ounce. Now this one, I love this one because it has the 2 hooks in the bottom of its stomach, and it has the treble hooks at the end of it. Also like a nitro spinner and rooster tail. Cool looking lure, guys, cool looking lure. Alright, the next one is a black rooster tail. Black rooster tail with the silver coin. It also has a little bit of silver on the edges of it and black on the top. I love these things. I love rooster tails regardless, but I never fished with a black one before. I've always fished with like the little chartreuse color and the orange color. Those are kind of like my favorite because they stick out. Alright, the next ones are these jig heads. Oh, also, guys, all these 4 rooster tails, you can fish them out in clear water. You can fish them out in murky water. To me, in my experience, I would use these in murky water, like greenish water, and you can use them in clear water. One, because they resemble a little fish and the little spinner bait, and depends on what they resemble on that falls inside the water that the fish will eat. And the next ones are the jig heads. These jig heads right here. I got a chartreuse and 2 white heads. Honestly, these are probably one of the first little lures that I used for fishing. It was a really cool experience. I caught my first bass on a chartreuse one with the chartreuse grub head. I casted it like 3 times. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I fished for like a whole month in a lake and I didn't know what I was doing. And this guy had a bucket full of bass, pouring them in the lake, and he had told me where to catch the fish at the time, and he taught me how to fish for bass. That was a really cool experience. So I bought these again because I have a bunch of grubs that I haven't used. So I bought small and I bought little big ones. Alright, next one we got is like a little crappy packaging, or a little sunfish packaging. Looks really cool. Some grub heads, just like the other ones back there, but I bought this one because it had to be in the video. It's a cool packaging. The grub heads actually look pretty cool too. It has like a little reddish color. Let's see if I can get that. There you go. They look really, really cool. And I thought, you know, fish would bite on this. It comes with one grub head. I just noticed that. I mean, it comes with one jig head, and the rest of them are just the grubs. Chartreuse tail, a reddish body. Looks really cool. It'll probably catch the fish's attention from Bad Boys. Otherwise, the packaging looks cool. Let's see if we can catch some fish on it, guys. Last but not least, the Golden Boy from H2O Express. This one is probably one of my favorite crankbaits to use because it's obviously gold and it has a red eye. Other than that, guys, it depends on the type of crankbait that you use, because this one is actually 2 to 5 depth that it goes down. So you can get one with a big lip that'll go deeper, but I got mine with a little dented lip going downwards, square bill. This will only go 2 to 5, which is kind of the water that I really fish, because if you get a bigger one with a bigger bill, it'll go down and you'll eventually lose that lure to substances that are in the water. But this, about 3 to 4 years ago, I lost this at a bayou. I honestly caught so many fish that day, probably like 7 or 8, and I was with my neighbors fishing there, and they were so mad of me fishing. Me and my brother were catching bass left and right, but this little guy right here was the one that I used and lost that same day. Other than that, man, it's a cool looking lure. Who doesn't like gold and black and red? Like 3 of my favorite colors. Other than that, yeah, guys, let's see if we can catch some fish on this. Well, that's all I have left. I don't think I have anything in the box left. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and keep watching the videos, guys. Thanks.